Good morning children. Fifth lesson, think and answer. We have to write, okay? Start. All of you open your textbook, page number 206, think and answer. First question. What would happen if birds which can swim did not have webbed feet? It's some birds they can swim in the water means and they want compulsory webbed feet like ducks. Without web they can't swim in the water. So, first question, what would happen if birds which can swim did not have webbed feet? So, this is the question answer. Water birds would not be able to swim. Water birds would not be able to swim if they had toes. If they had toes not joined by a web, not joined by a web. The web helps them to push water back while swimming. Second question. So once listen children, water birds would not be able to swim if they had toes not joined by a web. The toes joined by a web. So here the toes like that only have. So here this join the web. So like that only have the ducks. If you are observing the duck means normally in the remaining birds like that only have, they can't joined. They have not joined, like that only have separate toes have. So especially in the ducks, they can swim in the water now. So the web joined, the toes joined with a web. So here this is the web. So they can swim easily. So joined by a web. The web helps them to push water back while swimming. The web push water back while swimming. It's swimming. It can process easily going on. Without web they can't swim. So like that arrangement is having that water birds. Okay. Next second question. What would happen if there were no holes? If there were no holes on the side of the beak, on the side of the beak of a duck. What would happen sides two holes have, no? So in the water they have to search their food, so they have to grasp any food in that water only, they like that only they are taking. So the water it's going two sides holes have, no? The food only going inside, the remaining water going down, like that two sides holes have. So answer, a duck would have to gulp. A duck would have to gulp down the muddy water if there were no side, if there were no side holes, no side holes on its beak, the duck takes in, the duck takes in muddy water with insects, muddy water with insects, worms and water plants, worms and water plants, the mud and water so we'll write upside. Mud and water flow out through the tiny, flow through the tiny holes leaving the plants, holes leaving the plants, and insects inside the beak, and insects inside the beak. So a duck would have to gulp down the muddy water if there were no side holes on its beak. The duck takes in muddy water with insects, worms and water plants. The mud and water flow out through the tiny holes, leaving the plants and insects inside the beak. So they can go into the muddy water. They are searching to their food. So they want to catch through their beak some insects, some water plants, some worms. So they can catch like that only in the muddy water. So with water they can catch the food. The remaining they can grasp the food means the water means the two holes have, no, the remaining water going through the two holes. So that arrangement is very better in ducks. So mud and water flow through the tiny holes, leaving the plants and insects inside the beak. So it can catch that food and the remaining water it's going throughout. Okay, flow through the tiny holes like that. Okay. Next, Do and learn. Okay. So make a college and greeting card. Divide the class into groups A and B. So group A, collect pictures of birds from old magazines. Make a college for the class bulletin board. So use dried twigs and cutouts of brown paper to show branches. Place your birds on these branches. So group B, collect feathers of different sizes, shapes and colors. Make greeting cards by pasting these feathers on a plain chart paper. Send these cards to your teachers and friends. So make a college and greeting card. So you have to do this project. So you have to divide two groups. So group A, group B here given as your wish, you have to do any one. So here collect pictures of birds from old magazines. Any old magazines have means you have to collect the pictures. So make a college for the class bulletin board. So you have to make a college. So use dried twigs and cutouts of brown paper to show branches. So place your birds on these branches. So you have to make a college and branches have means you have to paste the pictures. Here paper paste have now. So place your birds on these branches. You have to place the birds on these branches. So use dried twigs and cutouts of brown paper. Cutouts of brown paper and dried twigs also have to use. Okay. If you are interested means do this. Otherwise group B, collect feathers of different sizes, shapes and colors. Like a hen, pigeon, like feathers. Have means you have to collect. Make greeting cards by pasting these feathers. Okay. You have to make one greeting card. You have to paste these feathers on the greeting card. Okay. Plain chart paper. First you have to take one plain chart paper. You have to make a greeting card. Afterwards you have to paste these feathers. Send these cards to your teachers and friends. As your wish. You have to do one project only. Either A or B. As your wish. Next. Take this duck to its ducklings. Ducklings means babies of duck. So you have to show the way like this. It is very easy. You only show the way. Next, field trip. Listen to birds. Take up bird watching as a hobby. So you need a notebook, a pencil and binoculars. Go to a nearby park or a forest with an adult. So try to spot as many birds as you can. Hear them sing. Try to write the names of the birds you saw. Check out from some book on birds like a Handbook of Indian Birds by Salim Ali. A simpler book is Bird by Mehran Jaidi. So field trip as your wish. If you are interested means you have to go with the adults. Okay, last value. You see a small bird in your balcony. What would you do? You see in a small bird in your balcony. What would you do? So, you shout or throw something at it to shoo it away. You are disturbing the bird? No. You try to identify the bird and observe its beak and claws. It's very better. You have to observe its beak and its claws. On distance you have to just observe that. It is right. You run away from it. Why? Why don't you run? It's no need to run. So second one is the correct one. So I have to better to take the second one. Okay. Okay, our birds lesson successfully completed. Okay children, I hope you understand. Better to do the project work. Okay. Group B is better. Okay, as you wish. Okay, do the project work of 5th lesson. That is the homework. Learn the question answers and do the project work. Okay, thank you.